Okay, here we go, meal prepping for the week. And here is the rice. I used regular brown rice last week, but I'm trying something different. It's a lot more expensive, but hopefully it'll taste a little bit better. Got 4 cups of rice, 8 cups of water. Okay, here is my chicken and my red meat for this week for the meal plan. The actual recipe called for flank steak, which was actually more expensive. Winn-Dixie had this, it's actually Australian beef. It's good, I've tried it before. Bone-in ribeyes for $4.99 a pound. Really, really hard to beat. And then I usually get Walmart boneless, skinless chicken breast. I pay $1.99, but it's got that saline solution and I didn't like. So Winn-Dixie had a BOGO. Paid a little more for it, but a little better stuff, I believe. So anyway, there's the meat for the week that's going to go into my meal plan. Okay, I have my 3 members of the audience while I'm doing my meal prep. Dash, leave her alone. Get that big watermelon head out of the way.
Just
Callie.
Found out that Callie's in heat. No
Callie
wonder
Bug.
big black boy is so interested in her today.
So I need for 2 of my meals, there will be 8 ounces of chicken breast cut up into pieces. I have 2 of those a day, so 2 of those a day, basically a pound times 7 days, be 7 pounds is what I'm going to need. So put my bowl that I'm going to put a bit on the scale and get that. I'm going to zero it out, and there we go. So I will start to cut it. Cut the little bits of fat. There's not much on the chicken breast. Cut it in. Okay, here is the broccoli. The steam bags are just easier to work with, and not the Walmart brand. Not that much more expensive, but much easier to work with. I got 5 bags. I don't need 5 bags, but in each one of the chicken dishes with the brown rice or the wild and brown rice combo, there'll be approximately 3.5 to 4 ounces of broccoli in each one of those dishes also. Here we have the 7 pounds of chicken breast cut up in little pieces. It's already tared out, counting the bowl, not counting the bowl I should say. 7 pound 1 ounces, that's close enough for government work. So there's 7 pounds, 7 pounds of cut up chicken breast. This is all the waste I had out of the 7 pounds chicken breast. Normally I just throw this away, but not with hungry bird dogs and chihuahuas. So I will just kind of sear that in the pan a little bit, and that with any of the leftover sweet potatoes, any of the leftover rice, and the dog will get a good. So I'm going to try to show you how this goes here. So I have the bulk chicken breast already cut up into pieces, just random smaller pieces. I got the scale tared to 0. So what I do is I take and make 8 ounce piles like this. You see my lens cap shaking around here. So see what we got. $7.75, $7.80, 8.2, get a little smaller piece, $7.95. I try to get it as close as possible. Sometimes it's not always possible. So there's 8.2, that's close enough. So I take over here, add it to my pile. You'll see the means to the madness here in the end. But so I keep doing this, keep zeroing the scale back to 0, and make 8-ounce piles of the cut up chicken breast, and I will need for 7 days, because there's 2 meals of these a day, so I will need 14 separate 8-ounce piles. Okay, so here is what we have. Basically, I have my 14 separate 8-ounce piles of cut up chicken breast. I seasoned it with just basics. I gotta really spice it up. Chicken breast is kind of bland, so I put Mrs. Dash's Chipotle seasoning, which is salt-free, some crushed red pepper, and a little bit of Himalayan sea salt, just to give it a little flavor. Basically, preheat the oven to 400, and then I will pop them in there for approximately 30 minutes, and we'll check back. Okay, so here we have the approximately 3 pounds of cut up ribeye steak. There is a little more fat in it that I like. I had to use a few pieces of fat to make my 3 pounds. And what I'll do is I will take out 8 ounces, which will be a serving. I'll take 2 servings at a time, put them in the cast iron pan, sear those up, and when everything's all done for the week, which will be 7 8-ounce servings, that will be paired with the sweet potato. Okay, so here is the 16 ounces of cut up ribeye steak, which will be 2 servings. It'll be paired with the sweet potato, and we'll get this seared up, and then as soon as I get 7 of them done, 7 8-ounce servings, we will put those in the container. The chicken is just about done. The broccoli's done. We'll put it down. Our faithful mascot of chicken. Okay, so here is what I have. I have my approximately 3 pounds of cut up steak to split up between the 7 days. I have the broccoli, the chicken breasts are done and out of the oven. Got one short little pile. I ran out of chicken breast, so I'm going to add a can of tuna to that to make the macro profile fit. And then the dog pile. I'll just saute that up. I could feed them raw, but I'm going to feed them with kibble, so I'm going to saute that up. Here is the brown rice. This rice cooker is awesome. I put the brown rice in, put the water in, put the sweet potatoes on top, and it all cooks at the same time. Comes out awesome. So there it is. I only have 17 because I still have some meals frozen from last week. So I only had 17 containers open. So a few of the meals I'll have to store in something else until I wash the other containers. I'm going to order about 20 more. They're really nice containers. I ordered off of Amazon. Even if I wasn't meal prepping, I would buy these. They seal like awesome. Works out pretty good. So anyway, the 4th meal, which I'm not showing, is approximately 2 servings of oatmeal, 2 scoops of protein powder, 14 grams of coconut oil, and an ounce of unsalted almonds. And that's the 4th meal. And I'll show you what it looks like when it's done here in the macronutrient profile. Okay, I already have the 7 days of the steak meals in the containers already measured out. And let me show you the neat way. When you cook this chicken breast up at 8 ounces a pile, you can actually just take and pick the whole pile up and place it in the container. So it makes it really nice. They just come right out. So I'm going to do that. Place the rest of my chicken in, and then we will do the broccoli. So basically now we're going to do the same thing with the broccoli. I'm going to show you, we have all of the, most all except for a few trays in short. But basically you have the chicken, you eat twice a day, 2 chicken meals. I'm going to pair that with the wild brown rice and broccoli, and I'm going to pair the steak with the sweet potato. You can do it any way you want. You can mix and match, but that's the way I like it. And here is the broccoli. I got the scale 0. So basically, we're going to take 84 grams,
and put 84 grams in each container, and then we will start with the sweet potato and rice. Okay, so all of the chicken and broccoli pairings are done. Now we're going to take the rice, got it on the scale, got the scale, well, almost tared back, I should say. There we go. You see that with that glare. There we go. Tared to 0. And we are going to add 100. Oh, let's see. 100 grams of rice to each of the chicken and broccoli containers. So basically it's real easy. Just get 100 grams out of this, tear it back to 0 each time, and then you're pretty much fine. Okay, so we have all of the chicken breast, the brown wild rice, and the broccoli all weighed out and paired up. Now we're getting ready to put the sweet potato in with the ribeye steak. So here we have the sweet potato. As you can see, it's really done. I put the skin, everything, I weighed out. We're going to weigh 112 grams in each one of the steak meals and put those in each one of the containers. Okay, here are all of the meals all prepped. Here are my steak paired with the sweet potato meals. Here is the chicken, the brown rice, and the broccoli. They're all paired up. I was short 3 containers. The meals are prepped, but they'll just have to be on a paper plate with tin foil until I free up a few containers. But basically, this is all the meals, 3 meals a day. The 4th meal is the oatmeal meal with almonds and a little bit of coconut oil. I'm not showing that one. But basically, you can take out 2 days at a time of these meals, put the rest of the meals in the freezer. The day before you're going to use them, take them out, put them in the fridge. When you nuke them, they come out super. The macronutrient profile is 2,010 calories, 66 calories of fat, 66 grams of fat, 211 grams of protein, 143 grams of carbohydrate. The protein is very thermogenic over the carbohydrates or the fat. So this is really a good meal plan. I did really good on it the first week, lost a bunch of weight, feel great. It can be tweaked for the female if you take the protein sources down to 5 ounces instead of 8 and cut the carbohydrate sources in half, as well as the oatmeal meal also. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. It did take approximately 3 hours to prep all of this stuff, but I feel it was well worth it. During the week, you don't have to do anything. Pop it out of the fridge, pop it in your lunchbox, put it in the microwave, and you are done. Nothing to think about. Easy peasy. So anyway, it was just something I'm trying, wanted to share with you guys. See you!